Welcome. My name is Danielle, and as always, I'm so glad to see you here. It's a nice fall morning here, a little overcast, a little calm. It's making me want to stay in bed and stay cozy, but I gotta get started. I gotta start the day. So we have a quick practice today designed to just start to get into our bodies, get out of our minds. So nothing too hard today. Just get in, get out, get on with it. All you need is yourself and a mat, and I will see you started in a seated position. All right, so we will get started today in a seated position. You can just have an easy seat with your legs out in front, maybe half lotus, maybe full lotus. You can also sit on a block if your hips are just feeling a little off, to elevate the hips a little bit, give the knees a little bit more room, or whatever seated variation is calling to you. Let's go ahead and take it and start to tune into our breath. So your hands could be on your knees, supporting the chest, lifting up. Maybe both hands coming into heart center to really focus that energy. Maybe one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, to start to connect and feel that big, full belly breath. Or whatever option with your hands feels right and authentic today. So a few breaths here at the beginning to start to bring that attention, that intention inwards. Seal that focus in with one good intentional breath together. Inhale fully. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. And then we will start to move. So keeping your eyes closed if you would like, or otherwise a soft gaze overhead. On your inhale, arms out and up, palms touch. And on your exhale, twisting to the right, left hand comes to right knee, right hand behind you. Grounding down through both sitting bones to lift up, and then gently twisting back, looking over your shoulder if it feels okay. Breathing length in the whole spine. And inhale, back through center. And then exhale, twisting to the left. So right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, navel to spine as you wring your whole spine out like a rag, gently twisting behind you. And then inhale, back through center. Your next exhale, right hand plants down, left hand reaches up and over, going into a nice little side bend. And again, maybe looking up if it feels okay. Breathing into that left rib. Can we stretch a little deeper? Maybe sink that hip down. And inhale back through center. Exhale, left hand plants down, right hand is up and over. Breathing into that right rib, grounding the right hip down. And stretching to the left. Then inhale, back through center. Both hands up. Exhale, gently start to hinge forward, leading with the heart. Hands coming down to the earth in front of you. And then gently starting to wiggle walk them forward, going only so far as your hips stay grounded. When they start to lift, that is your edge. Stay. Lengthening in the spine. And then slowly start to surrender in. Maybe dropping the head a bit, dropping the chin. And breathing into your back line. Then gently start to walk yourself back up through center. And then shift those feet behind you, coming into tabletop. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Toes can be tucked or untucked, whichever feels better. Then on your inhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through for cow. Exhale, rounding back in the spine, tucking the chin for cat. Then inhale, back in through cow, really pulling the heart through. And exhale, rounding back, navel to spine, tucking the chin for cat. And starting to move with your breath for a few rounds. Trying to go just a little bit deeper each iteration. And maybe closing the eyes, just noticing how it feels in your body today. Noticing maybe how it feels different at this time of day. Your bodies are always changing hour by hour. So just starting to notice where you're holding, where you're stiff. And just notice, no judgment. This is you right here, right now. All right, coming back through tabletop, navel to spine. On your next exhale, start to tilt your shoulders to the right, hike your hip to the right. Nice C shape along the whole spine. Trying to look over your shoulder at your hip. Can you stretch, stretch, stretch. And release back through center, reset your spine. And then exhale, tipping over to the left, hiking your hip to your left, stretching those shoulders, trying to get them square to the side of the mat one day. We stretch, 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 and release. Then start to walk your hands back toward your knees, coming up to a kneeling position. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me a little bit better. So then we're going to take our right leg out to the side, doing a little gate pose. So still trying to keep hip directly stacked under that left knee, trying to angle that right foot down. One day it'll be touching, but depending on your ankle mobility, it might not be. Left hand grounds down underneath your left shoulder. Right hand stretches up. We can stay with this for a few breaths, just reaching, breathing into that right side, or maybe reaching over. Pinkies down, thumbs spiraling up, breathing into that whole right side of the body. Really trying to awaken and activate our core, all those subtle muscles. And then inhale, gently start to come back up, maybe placing your right hand on the right hip and sliding it down. Then on your next inhale, left hand is up and over, starting to go into a beautiful side bend on the left side. So we're trying to hike our hips over to the left as we're reaching up and then over. And that right hand is just there for support, so we're not sinking our weight into it. Breathing into that whole left side. Maybe looking up to the sky if it feels okay. And then inhale back through center. Swapping out our legs. So right knee under right hip, left leg is out to the side, trying to get directly out, not forward, not back. And then starting to ground the right hand down, left arm reaches up. Sticking with this, just trying to stretch north to south, keeping our hips square to the side. Or maybe starting to reach over. Pinkies angled down, thumbs up, navel to spine. If you're feeling frisky, you want to go further, you could actually kick your leg up, go into a little side plank variation. Maybe closing the eyes for a breath or two, really feeling the stretch. How can I find a little bit more sensation, activation? And breathing through it. And then gently starting to come back up. So left hand to left hip, maybe sliding down. Right arm reaches up and over, stretching north to south to start. Then maybe starting to hike your right hip to the side. Right arm reaches over. And again, that left hand is just there for support. We're staying grounded in our feet to lift us up. Breathing some space into that whole right side. All right, then coming back through center. Coming back to tabletop for just a transition, just for a breath. And walking the hands forward a handprint or two, tucking our toes. Start to lift your hips up for our downward facing dog. So just starting to tune into it, feeling it out. It's our first down dog of the day. So maybe we're stiff, maybe we're sluggish. Just notice. Maybe pedaling it out, bending one knee and the other. Maybe doing a big squat, bringing your ribs to your knees and gently starting to straighten the legs, finding length in the spine, pushing the heart towards the thighs. Really finding your roots in your fingers, pressing into your fingers, your knuckles, your palms. Your hands are glued to the earth as they push away. And then maybe slowly starting to draw your heels down at the end. Big breath into our whole back line. And then gently bend the knees and slowly tippy toe forward to the top of our mats, really feeling our hands serving as our roots. And then coming to a forward fold at the top of our mat. So maybe grabbing opposite elbows, maybe giving your legs a big bear hug, bringing the chest forward, maybe swaying side to side. Gently tucking the chin, letting the head grow heavy. Just giving yourself a moment to just be in this pose. All right, release any grip that you've taken. Gently start to round it up, roll it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Chin comes up last. Arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so we have done it. We have made it our way through standing. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit better, a little bit more grounded, ready to go through the poses of life. So as always, I thank you for joining me. If this was at all helpful, I would love it if you could like, subscribe. Let's help get this content out in front of the people that need it the most. You know there's a lot of them. And otherwise, keep doing the good work. Until we meet again, I bow to you and say Om Shanti, peace. Peace within, peace around, and peace to those who need it most.